Hey there, Mary here at Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and welcome to our September seed planting video. I waited to do our September video because I didn't plant a lot of stuff in the early month of September because it was hot. It went from upper 80s to mid 90s, and we had a good stretch of 115, so it was really tough getting out here and trying to work out in the garden, but we did plant a couple things. So before I get started, in the description section of this video is our comprehensive planting guide. It might help you decide on what to plant and when to plant. We've got some beautiful tomatoes here. I'm really excited about continuing to harvest those. I'm going to show you what I planted earlier in the month. I didn't realize it was going to get so hot, but it does get pretty hot here in September. We are in Zone 9. In our comprehensive planting guide, in the description, you will find our comprehensive planting guide includes a region-specific guide and a zone-specific guide. So let's get started and see what we're planting this month in September. While this bed might look a little chaotic, it's an organized mess. We have some volunteers here of purslane, and you've got some volunteers cilantro there. I didn't plant it, it popped up from previous plants. We planted Osaka purple mustard here. We planted pink Swiss chard, you can see those here. Let's see, what else do we have? We have little gem lettuce scattered throughout the bed there. You've got, you've got lacinato kale there, and you've got some Cimmaron lettuce there. Now I will be thinning some of this bed so we don't have as much of this here. Some of this will go to the chickens and some of it will go in our salads. All right, so now that we've already shared what we planted in our raised bed, that is some gorgeous greens there we've got going. Now, we are in Zone 9, as I mentioned. Our first frost date, I know I've mentioned frost dates. Your first frost date is going to be your fall frost date, and oftentimes you're going to count back. Our first frost date isn't until the end of November, and sometimes not even until mid-December. So we've got plenty of time to plant here. The first on my list is radish. I am super excited to plant more fun radish. We did watermelon radish, and I'll probably plant a few more of those. We've got breakfast radish, and we've got Japanese daikon radish. If you're not familiar with daikon radish, it does take longer to grow or longer to harvest than most, but it is a much larger variety, and it's nice and spicy. It will be fantastic when we make kimchi. Speaking of kimchi, I'm going to be planting Michilihi Cabbage. It is a Napa type of cabbage, and it is perfect for our fermented different recipes that we make. It is perfect for kimchi. All right, what other crops are we planting? Some of these are going to have to be a little heat tolerant to get started, but they are kind of dual purpose crops. We've got Morris heading collards. Collards are another fantastic variety that can do well in the heat or in the cool weather. Hishiko bunching onion. It doesn't take as long to grow Hishiko onion because it's a bunching onion. It's a smaller onion, not a bulbing onion. So it's really going to be great in our fall garden. Of course, what's a fall garden without peas? Blue potted pea is one that I love to grow. If you've seen some of our pictures on our Facebook page and social media, it is a really good one with a good harvest. Charleston Wakefield cabbage. 2 cabbages actually, 3 cabbages. Extra dwarf pak choy cabbage is another one. Now the pak choy cabbage is a good one because I can harvest this in about 40 days, 35 days, something like that. So it's a good quick fall crop. No fall garden would be complete without beets. So I'm going with a fancy variety this month. I'm going with golden beets, and that's a really fun one. Now, again, I'll mention in the description section of this video, you will find our comprehensive planting guide. It will help you decide on what to grow this year, or you can use it to start planning your 2021 garden. I hope you've enjoyed our September planting video. hit that like and subscribe button down below and stay tuned for more helpful videos. Thanks for joining me. I'm Mary at Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and happy planting.